Hey Squishies! Welcome back to another vlog. This is The Loud House, Season 1, Episode 9. Can't remember the titles at all. The second segment was Ties That Bind. I can't remember the first one. So this is another commission for Shane, and as before, he has found a show I have never heard of to have me watch a random episode, or seemingly random episode. Perhaps there is some pattern to them that I have not perceived. And it's a decent show. I think I would like it more if it weren't for the fact that it reminds me a little bit of my own childhood, which is never good. I grew up in a house that was very loud and very chaotic. It was not funny. It was not because there were 13 of us. There were 4. Well, 5 till my dad died, then 4. But things were not good. And it's not like, watching this show triggered a trauma response or something like that. It wasn't anything remotely that severe. It was just like a little bit of discomfort that was getting in the way of fully enjoying it. Still, though, it was fun. We actually, you know what? I did just discern a pattern. Gay dads dropping off the main character's presumably best friend as a house guest. Is that like a thing now? I can kind of see it, that they don't want to give the main character gay parents because that would be too in your face for, the homophobes. So they give it to a recurring character, give them gay parents, because that is less prominent. Sort of like the way they made first Renee Montoya and then Batwoman lesbians in the comics, because having a gay Batman would be too much for the delicate sensibilities of comic fanboys. In this case it would be parents groups, but same fragile, delicate sensibilities, and easily being startled by new and unfamiliar ideas. Poor things. But yeah. Good show. So the first segment was about the one boy in this gigantic family of 10. He has 10 sisters, and then he's the only boy, and he's having a sleepover for the first time because sleepovers were banned because his sister's sleepovers were so wild and chaotic. And his friend comes over, and I guess shenanigans ensue. We rapidly established the friend has a crush on... the friend's name was Clyde, I think. I actually can't remember what the main character's name is. Anyway, the friend has a crush on the main character's older sister. Lori, I think? It's a little hard to keep track because they all had L names and the two oldest sisters looked almost identical. Which, the L names thing kind of amused me because everyone whose naming my dad had a say in has a name beginning with J. Both of my uncles, because for whatever reason my grandparents decided to let my dad name his younger brothers. My parents are lucky they never asked me to do that, because the names I would have saddled my sisters with would have been bad. But yeah, both my uncles, myself, my older stepsister and brother, my younger sisters, all J names. So that kind of amused me, that they've got kind of a similar pattern. I think you run out of L names that aren't all variations on the same thing a little bit slower than you do with J names. There aren't quite as many of those, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, Clyde has a crush on the older sister, which kind of amused me because it reminded me actually of the story I told in my Apocalypse entry on Sailor Moon, which, if I've done the math right, should be, like, the Patreon folks have seen it ages ago. I think, at the time I'm recording this, it comes out in 2 weeks, so it'll be out by the time this becomes available to the public on YouTube. So, I'll link to it. Once I know what the URL for it is, because it's not on my blog yet. It's only on Patreon. Anyway, it'll be out before this video is, so I'll link to it. But anyway, to sum it up real quickly, we had a lot of sleepovers in like middle school and early high school at my friend Cyrus's house, and he had a sister who was a year younger than him and really cute, and I had a crush on her for quite some time. And that is the only reason I ever saw any Sailor Moon at all. So yeah, I can kind of get that. When you're that age, and you've got a crush, and you just, will do things you wouldn't normally do to hang out with your crush. That was a fairly common thing. I made a lot of entertainment choices based on crushes in my teens, into my early 20s. I eventually stopped doing that because it's dumb. But for a while, yeah. Anyway, that was pretty much all I had to say about that first one, the sleepover one. It was a pretty straightforward, don't be too wedded to your plan. Be open to alternatives, which was never a lesson I needed to learn. I've always kind of been anti-plan in general. I much prefer to kind of just do. But, like, I know on road trips with my brother and nephew, we've kind of had to teach him to accept, spontaneity and not worry about having to stick to some kind of a plan. And so I guess it is something, some kids need to learn that. Some kids have the opposite. I needed to learn that sometimes you do need to have a plan. even though I still rankle under them. How dare my past self tell current me what to do? Like, who does he think he is? But yeah, that was the first part. The second part was even sillier. It was a thing that happens in cartoons and that kind of media a lot, and it's always kind of obnoxious, where somebody overhears half a conversation and immediately jumps to the worst possible conclusion, and never occurs to them to talk to the people that they overheard. They just panic. I mean, they had fun with it. The increasing ridiculousness of him having ties that could be described in ways that sounded like his kids was pretty funny. You know, I was definitely racking my brain trying to figure out how the white hair one could possibly be a tie. And then when they revealed that awful tie, it was like, oh, that's how. Like, they were clearly stretching. They knew they were stretching. They made a joke out of the fact that they were stretching. But yeah. Overall, it's an okay show. Nothing as weird as Future Worm, or as compelling as like a Steven Universe or Gravity Falls, but decent fun. I could see myself putting it on like as background noise while I cleaned or something like that. Can't really see myself setting out to watch it unless commissioned to do so. But if people really want it, maybe I will. I don't know. That's about it. See y'all next time. Bye. Oh, next time will be Gravity Falls, Season 2, Episode 1. I'm excited about it. Bye.